Saving money does not always have to be boring. No, it does not. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money More Jan channel. How you doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. I wrote down what I think to be fun, and I've done these things myself before, so I personally could attest to it. So there are 7 things that we're going to talk about today. However, in life, there's more, and you could add some in the comment section below. Here's a fun one. Anytime, play this self challenge. Anytime you have a $10 bill that came back in change, if you get change, actual change from cash, which is always a good thing, anytime you actually have a $10 or even a $5 bill, get an envelope, forget that it exists, and stash it away in that envelope. Do this trick for a period of time. You may choose to do it for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. And then at the end of that period of time, remember, you're not touching that money. You're just forgetting it. You're just like sort of setting it and forgetting it, if you know what I mean. You will be shocked and amazed what happens when it adds up. All right, next. If you have a friend, now this one, I'm not going to lie, this one could be a little challenging. Now, suppose you have hair and you want to keep it long and you're not good at cutting off the bad ends, blah, blah. You don't want to spend a gazillion bucks just for someone to cut off the bad ends, but you have a friend or a neighbor that's actually really good at cutting hair because they do it for themselves or as a hobby. Maybe it's time to have that chat. And they could come over to your place. Of course, you have your hair perfectly cleaned and washed and a little wet. Have the person come over and do that little bit of maintenance for you. And in turn, you could do something back for them. Maybe make them their favorite cookie or buy them a favorite cake, something fun. It's like a fun exchange. Plus, the two of you get to hang out and have a day of it if you want and just have a lot of fun. To me, that's a fun way to save. Next, decide to go on a nature walk instead of a paid experience on that day. Some people say, "Oh, I'm not interested in nature walks." When I say nature walk, that nature walk could be on concrete, it could be in the concrete jungle. Just go for a walk. Just go for a walk somewhere and try not to fork out one single penny. Get the little exercise. Go somewhere that's not too far from your house and you could walk back if you could. Now, many people have difficulty navigating, okay? So, but find a different swap out activity that costs zero. So people don't think it does not add up. Yes, it does add up. I'm just saying. I'm going to throw in a bonus tip. This will make it 8 instead of 7. It just occurred to me if a person gives you, for example, let's go to that company that I talk about all the time that I am not affiliated with the exception of being a really, really pretty good customer. Amazon. Let's say that a person gives you with Amazon gift cards. Some people forget that they have a gift card balance, and that's a mistake. Don't let it sit there and not get used. You're not gaining interest on it. Use it up. So, why am I telling you this? For example, let's say that almost everything you could pretty much really purchase on the Amazon site. So, I'm just saying, instead of forking out that green from your wallet, utilize your gift cards. It doesn't have to be Amazon. Some people forget that they have gift cards. That equivocates to less saving on your green. If somebody gifted you with gift cards, take advantage of them and utilize them. That is an indirect form of saving money. I'm just saying. So if there's a gift card you forgot that exists, try to remember it. All right. So like I said, the nature walk, which doesn't have to be like in a rural area. It could be a walk to Central Park. I'm just saying. All right. Next, make a smoothie at home instead of paying for a sugary shake. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, I know I keep talking about vanilla, cold vanilla shake, which is suggesting to me that I am going to have to make my substitution shake. Okay. So I don't mind doing that. I have my trusty little blender at home, and I could put a little bit of frozen yogurt in there, just make it up myself, and then I'm happy with it. So, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say, because some of those outside shakes can really cost a lot. I'll tell you another thing that I do love: a frozen banana smoothie. Do you ever have those? They are amazing. I'll never forget. I used to make a bunch of them for my grandson when he was a little boy. He was always fascinated by it. The bananas give such a silky, smooth texture to the smoothie. It's just amazing. So these are thoughts to consider. Add up the numbers. Go online and find out the numbers of outside shakes someplace, as opposed to being able to make a smoothie at home. Many times you have all the ingredients already. You probably have the milk. You probably have bananas. You see where I'm going with this. And of course, ice, of course. All right. Now here's an interesting one. If you have $20 worth of groceries, either in your stockpile, or if you take an adventurous trip out and go for a little walk to your local grocery store and spend 20 bucks, here's the challenge. How many meals can you get out of a $20 haul for fun? Now, let me tell you something. There are a lot of people, if you're doing it for fun, consider yourself a lucky person. That's a lucky person. Okay? Consider this. How many people are not doing it for fun, but they're doing it to survive the whole week? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But for those that don't understand how that might feel, I believe it's worth it. It's a good exercise, and it's a good exercise in appreciation, not to mention creativity in the kitchen. Okay. Think about how some people throw $20 on a meal outside versus having to stretch $20 cash the rest of the week. Very not fun. If anyone was ever in that situation, very not fun. I'm just saying. All right. Next, Sunday morning seems to be a great time when people want to head on over to the local donut place and spend maybe 10 or $15 on a, you know, assortment of donuts. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. And I do regard that as actually a huge treat, a special treat, okay? But if you want to slash that to a fraction, there are these cute little donut pans. Get a load of this. Did you ever see them? You can make cake donuts, okay? These little donut pans, like you could get them on that site that I keep mentioning, letter A. Perhaps if you have a gift card, you may want to invest in it. Yeah, I've seen them for like $8. A matter of fact, I used to have one a long time ago. I think I loaned it to someone. I never got it back. Come to think of it. Oh, that's its own show, right? When you lend something and it has a way of never getting back to you, just saying. But you can make your own cake donuts anytime you want. They're so cute. They come out so cute. I'm just saying. But even if you don't do that, at least make a dozen of your husband, your wife, your favorite, whatever, muffins, like delicious muffins at home from scratch. I'm not, or unless you rather do the mix, that's okay too. Whatever you want. If you want to make some blueberry muffins, they have some nice blueberry muffin mix recipes. And you put that nice little, crunchy topping to it. Yeah. Instead of a $15 box of donuts, do the $15 box of donuts on occasion. But in between, find creative ways on a Sunday morning for your brunch. Like, when you come home from church, or you see where I'm going with this. The idea is to get proactive and get creative. Proactivity and creativity, to me, walk hand in hand. They are like an invisible husband and wife marriage. They walk hand in hand. I'm just saying, okay? All right. So there you go. And add up the savings. Add up the numbers. Add up the actual savings. You're going to be shocked and so proud of yourself. And you're going to have a little fun too. Here's another sweet treat. I'm going to end it off on this sweet treat. We all enjoy a sweet treat now and then. Maybe we shouldn't, but we all do enjoy it every now and then. All right. You could contain your costs of certain things. All right. There is a very, in my opinion, and in my taste buds, now everybody's taste buds are different. Okay. There is a cookie called Duplex, okay? And to me, they make their own sandwich cookies, and usually you could find this company in the, dollar type store or maybe in another discounted grocery store, Duplex cookies. And you get like 3 sleeves in a row, and they are a fraction of the cost of that famous national brand cookie. Sorry, Dad in heaven, who also worked for that company years ago. But the fact of the matter is, it is a fraction of the cost. Now, another thing one could do, buy a dollar store chocolate chip cookies. Are they gonna taste like the more expensive one? No, but for my intent and purpose, here's the reason I'm saying it. You could pick up your favorite either frozen yogurt or ice cream and make little tiny baby ice cream sandwiches with those little chocolate chip cookies. Wrap them up, put them in the freezer. Sometimes you just want a pop of sweetness at the end of the day. You don't want 20 of them. Maybe you want 1 or 2 of these little baby things. You could put it together easily, 1, 2, 3. And it also works with graham crackers or even, I didn't try them yet with vanilla wafers, but my word, I love them to pieces. But let's just say that, it could be out of some people's budget to get the actual one. If you could get a substitute that works, any cookie of choice, okay, that you like. I wouldn't suggest getting a sandwich cream filled cookie for that. That's, in my opinion, way too much on the sweet arena, in my honest. But there are ways and there are ways. But what I love to do every summer, since the weather is heating up now, I really love to buy seedless grapes, the really good ones, okay? The green good, they look like little balloons. And I like to wash them off, clean them carefully, put them in the freezer, and just pop a nice, good old frozen grape in my mouth at the end of a hot, long day or in the middle of the day. It comes out tasting like little baby popsicles. So natural and so delish. There you go. Fun ways to save money. Get creative, get proactive, have a little fun, and save some money at the same time. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everybody's time. I would really appreciate it if all of us at the same time, like right this second, goes right over to the like button. I could just hear the invisible tapping right this minute. Thank you so much. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Don't forget to come back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Have a great day. Thank you.